Definition. Fungi. The singular is fungus, are a kingdom of usually multicellular eukaryotic organisms that heterotrophs. It cannot make their own food and have important roles in nutrient cycling in an ecosystem. Fungi reproduce both sexually and asexually, and they also have symbiotic association with plants and bacteria. However, they are also responsible for some diseases in plant and animals. The study of fungi is known as mycology. Fungi characteristics. Some fungi are single-cell while others are multicellular. Single-cell fungi are called yeast. Some fungi alternate between single-cell, yeast and multicellular form depending on what stage of the life cycle they are in. Fungi cells have a nucleus and organelles, like plant and animal cells do. The cell walls of fungi contain chitin, with a hard substance also found in the exoskeletons of insects and arthropods, such as crustaceans. They do not contain cellulose, which commonly make up plant cell wall.
Another characteristics of fungi. Multicellular fungi have many hyphae, which are branching filaments. Before that, what is hyphae? Hyphae can absorb nutrients from the environment and transform them to other parts of the thallus or fungus body. Hyphae have a tubular shape and are split into cell-like components by walls that are known as septa. These cells can have more than one nucleus, and nuclei and other organelles can move in between them. There is some debate over whether multicellular fungi are truly multicellular because organelles and cytoplasm can move from one cell to the another in a process called cytoplastic streaming. They are commonly known as multicellular, but they are not multicellular in the same way as plants and animals, which have enclosed cells. A fungus network of hyphae is called a mycelium. Mycelium is the vegetative parts of a fungus or fungus-like bacterial colony consisting a mass of branching, thread-like hyphae. Mycelium will help plants absorb water and nutrients as well as build up the immunity of the trees and plants. They can both be found on tree roots. Fungi are heterotrophs. They cannot make their own food and must obtain nutrients from organic material. To do so, they use their hyphae, which elongate and branch off rapidly, allowing the mycelium of the fungus to quickly increase in size. Some fungi hyphae even from roots like traits called rhizomorphs, which help tether the fungus to the substrate that it grows on while allowing it to quickly obtain more nutrients from other resources. Fungi are opportunists, which means that they can obtain nutrients from a wide variety of sources and thrive in a wide range of environmental conditions. Some fungi obtain nutrients from dead organic matter. These fungi are called saprobes and are decomposers, which break down and get rid of dead organisms. Other fungi parasite plants and are responsible for plant disease, like Dutch elm disease. However, fungi can also have symbiotic, mutually beneficial relationships with photosynthetic algae or bacteria, and with plant roots.
The reproduction of fungi. Most fungi can reproduce through both sexual and asexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction occurs through the release of spores or through mycelial fragmentation. which is when the mycelium separates into multiple pieces that grow separately. In sexual reproduction, separate individuals fuse their hyphae together. The life cycle depends on the species, but generally, multicellular fungi have haploid stage, a diploid stage, and a dikaryotic stage where they have two sets of chromosomes but sets remain separate. Spores can be dominant for a long time until conditions are favorable for growth.
The Glomeromycota is a monophyletic group of soil-borne fungi that are among the most important microorganisms on Earth, not only because they form intimate mycorrhizal association with nearly 80% of the land plants, but also because they are believed to have been crucial in the initial colonization of the terrestrial.
Chytidomycota. These fungus are usually aquatic and microscopic. Usually, they are asexual and produce spores that move around the flagella. A good example of this is the amphibian chytrid fungus that can cause a fungal infection in frogs by burrowing under their skin. Zygomycota. These fungus are mainly terrestrial and feed on plant debris or decaying animal materials. They also cause problems by growing on human food sources. One example of this is the bread mold.
Ascomycota is a phylum of the kingdom fungi that together with the Basidiomycota forms a subkingdom Dicaria. Its members are commonly known as the sac fungi or Ascomycetes. It is the largest phylum of fungi.
Basidiomycota. Basidiomycota are one of two large divisions together with Ascomycota. Constitute the subkingdom Dicaria, referred as the higher fungi within the kingdom of fungi. More specifically, Basidiomycota includes these groups: mushrooms, puffballs, stinkhorns, bracket fungi, other polypores, jelly fungi, bollets, chanterelles, earth stars, smuts, buns, rusts, mirror yeast, and human pathogenic yeast Cryptococcus. Basidiomycota are filamentous fungi composed of hyphae, except for the Basidiomycota yeast, and reproduce sexually via the formation of specialized club-shaped end cells called basidia that normally bear external myospores that are usually 4.